What's up everybody, it's Marco and Alex, the Vaga Brothers.
And this is the first adventure of our summer.
So first stop in the UK is here in Gloucestershire, home to one of the most bizarre and hilarious festivals we've ever heard of, the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling Festival.
Now you probably don't know it by name, but chances are you've seen images like this. A bunch of crazy Brits somersaulting down an extremely steep hill, chasing a wheel of cheese.
Now we don't know why they do it, but we do know that it's been going on for hundreds of years, but that recently the local government's clamping down on the event because they say it's gotten out of control.
So we're here to find out why chasing this cheese is worth the risk. Cheese rolling has never been official or organized because since the Middle Ages, it's been celebrated by just a few hundred locals in the tiny town of Brockworth in Gloucestershire.
But then, a viral YouTube video turned this small town celebration into a world famous festival, drawing 15,000 people to the hill and causing the city council to cancel the event for the following year.
A standoff ensued. On the one hand, authorities who wanted an organized event with entrance fees to cover costs and medical insurance because, let's be honest, Cooper's Hill is steep and chasing a cheese is bloody dangerous. Versus cheese rollers who wanted to keep the race how it's always been, wild, free, and done at your own risk.
Last year, police told local cheesemaker 87-year-old Diana Smart that she would be held liable for injuries if she provided cheese for the race, provoking public outcry.
So we traveled to her farm and spoke with her son Rod, whose family has supplied the famous 9-pound double Gloucester cheese for over 25 years.
Sometimes there are things about Britain that we don't understand. We think we have a lot in common, and we look at a festival like this and we go, why are these guys running down a hill after a wheel of cheese? Any idea why?
Well, it's good cheese.
Yeah, I know that part, of course.
I suppose some young men were trying to prove their virility.
Last year, I think it was, right? The city council started trying to clamp down on the festival and control it, no? Can you tell us like what was happening?
Yes, I think over the years, from what was quite a small local festival, it became a big international draw. The numbers got so great that the authorities decided they wanted a cut of the action. And to the effect that last year they came to anyone who could be deemed an organiser, us because we make and supply the cheese, and said that we would be held liable for any injuries. The biggest risk to modern life is litigation, isn't it? And that is what will stop anyone doing anything at the end of the day.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
Rod said that despite last year's warning from police, this year he provided the cheese so that the race could go on the following day. Good morning, everyone.
9 a.m. on Monday morning, we're gonna go head down to Gloucester and try to find the cheese rolling event. We found a bus that's running to the hill, but
basically the cops have shut down traffic on the road, and so everybody's piling into this one double-decker bus. It's crazy, it's a very international crowd. Everybody's super young and
lots of Japanese here. Apparently it went huge in Japan 7 years ago when a Japanese celebrity did the cheese rolling and got second place.
There weren't only Japanese, there were Brazilians, Canadians, Spaniards, a ton of Aussies, and an envoy of Dutchmen on a special mission.
We're from Gouda. You might know it from the cheese. Yes. You might have heard that there's kind of an issue with the cheeses this year. The police we don't really want the Gloucester cheese to be rolling down. So we wrote them a letter, the organisation. They said, well, we're coming over from Gouda, we have our cheese with us.
But there can't be many hills in the Netherlands. You got to the lowlands, right? So, so you got the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
Quite a queue. Isn't it, Mark?
This is refreshingly unorganized, but I think it depends a lot on the British knack for self-organized queuing. We'd be much more disorganized in America, but everyone's following an orderly line through the fields
and through the mud.
So, dude, I can't even believe we haven't made to the bottom of the real hill, and it's been like a 45-minute trek.
Look at this, look at down there. That's like we've come from all the way down there. It's crowded as right now.
There's so many people here. They're all from all around the world. This hill is straight vertical, and I can't believe people are gonna go down it.
I'm not chasing any cheese. So 15 minutes until the cheese is to be rolled. It's a pretty gnarly hill, I'm not gonna lie. There's like 4 large lumps on the way down, any of which definitely capable of launching cheese or tripping a human. Where are you from?
Locally, just down the road. Japan. Glasgow.
Toronto.
I'm from Romania. Melbourne. I'm from London. I'm a local boy.
How did you hear about the festival?
Just my mate at work told me about it. He was like, "You're an idiot. This is something stupid. Go do that." And I was like, "Yeah, right."
We heard about this back in TV, back home.
Internet.
In the internet?
Yes, YouTube.
So we sort of watched the YouTube videos.
How have you seen the contest change over the last few years?
Well, it's become a lot more international. If I had my way, they'd go back and you'd only be able to have people who live in the local area that could do it.
International Brockworth Day makes us proud to be true Brockites.
So there's people from all over the world here. You guys happy that it's like so popular?
Why not? You're all welcome to come and watch this
Anybody can
anytime
come.
you like.
One thing you should have on your bucket list, it is a cheese roll.
The Gouda.
Yeah.
Are you excited to eat it?
Not really.
Don't really like cheese?
Nah.
Are you fans of cheese at all, or
Yeah,
is
I
it
love cheese.
We like cheese, that's all. I don't like cheese actually. I know it's such a bad thing to say, but I'm not a fan of the cheese.
Why did you do it?
Something different.
What are you doing up there?
Fun, isn't it?
Look at this thing. It's insane. It's one of these things you got to do, man.
The craziest festival I could find was here.
Despite the crowds and the chaos, almost everyone walked away muddy but with smiles on their faces. On our way out, we stopped to ask local police chief Inspector Hughes about the city's stance on the festival.
How do you think that you'll be able to have a balance where you can preserve this tradition going into the future, given its popularity?
At the moment, it's an unorganised, unlicensed event. Nobody taking responsibility for managing the event, which makes logistics of preparing for such an event difficult. That needs an unidentified organiser to make it more beneficial for all those involved.
Then we spoke to 13-time cheese rolling champion Chris Anderson.
You have a fun time? Was it a success this year?
Seems to be one broken ankle, a bad back, that's it.
They're trying to put a lot of red tape on the contest. You think it's gonna be able to contain it, or
No, they won't be able to contain it. They can't stop it.
the cheese is already rolling down the hill?
Yeah, as long as one's rolled every year, they can't stop it.
That is at least as long as people are willing to travel from around the world to risk life and limb for a piece of cheese. So we talked to one of the dudes who got it the worst. You have a shiner!
Oh, fuck.
How do you feel now?
I've had a few beers since. Feeling pretty good about it. Could happen again.
Really, dude?
It depends how I feel tomorrow.
Oh, man, well, you look like it hurt a lot. All right.
Vagger Brothers is a new travel show with a global perspective for the millennial generation.
We're Marco and Alex Ailing, brothers, backpackers, and bloggers on a mission to explore the world by connecting with other young people and inspiring you to do the same.
And there are no cheesy gordita crunches here. Don't even come try and ask for one. Alright?
What's that?
I think we just tried more varieties of tacos than I've ever seen exist. There was no carnitas, there was no carne asada, there was
No California burritos.
no California burritos,
No French fries in a burrito.
nothing like that. Just